About a week ago, Jurassic World had a new movie come out called Jurassic World Rebirth, or Afterbirth, Stillbirth, whatever you want to call it, depending on your love for the movie. I hated it. And I gave an ample amount of reasons why, ranging from the magic is completely gone, there's no tension, there's no stakes, all the characters are flat, the script is awful, and a big thing that also stuck out was just how dumb everyone in the movie was. The choices they made were so egregious, so completely asinine. I could not get on board with some of the scenarios. Even if Doctor Strange presented me with a million different outcomes, the ones that ended up in the movie still felt insane. I pointed it out and I got some pushback from comments all over different social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever preference people have to put me in my place is fine. Amongst the comments though, I mined out of it a conversation to be had. Which leads me to this video. Jurassic World Rebirth is not the first movie to feature dumb people doing dumb things. No, that's a recurring theme. Mainly you see it in horror films. And as it turns out, according to some comments, you can't make a horror movie or a film like Jurassic World should have aborted without people making really stupid choices. These people, in their infinite wisdom, determined for a film like Jurassic World 17 to exist, there has to be awful choices by dumb people. And here's where the conversation comes into play. I disagree, sir. Or ma'am. And today I'm going to use two different movies as an example. One, the film that does it right. In this case, it's Jurassic Park, the original. And two, the movie that does it wrong. Jurassic World Rebirth. And to make the comparison even more fair, I'm going to pick two scenes from these movies that feature the T-Rex. Before I really sink my teeth into this, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I would appreciate it. I put out a lot of content every week, ranging from movie reviews to commentary to live streams, all film related all the time. Would love to have you stick around. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok if you want to check me out there. It's all free of charge. Spared no expense. Now, if you haven't seen this newest Jurassic World, there is going to be minor spoilers for this one specific sequence. And if you haven't seen the original Jurassic Park, what is wrong with you? In the original J Park, our lovely protagonists are put inside of automated jeeps that are cruising down a track. J Park short for Jurassic Park. I should have made that more clear. I apologize. The jeeps unceremoniously stop at the T-Rex padlock. Because of a crazy storm that's going on outside, the power goes down. One of the jeeps features a couple young kids and the spineless lawyer. The other jeep features the experts in their field. Spielberg builds the shit out of the tension here. Not only has night fallen, not only is there a crazy storm hitting the island, but we have characters inside of these vehicles that are essentially stuck. They are in an environment that they don't understand. There are dinosaurs all over the place, and the electric fences that keep them at bay are down. There's also a giant cliff on one side that doesn't help matters. And what really builds the tension up, that Spielberg clearly learned from Jaws, is they haven't even seen the T-Rex yet. All they know is it was feeding time earlier, a goat was put out, it's still there. Nope, goat's gone. In its place, just a swinging chain and an oh my god, we're fucked. Now the people are on edge. They don't know what to do. The goat is gone, and boom, it hits the windshield, the carcass smearing its bloody ass across the glass. Suddenly, the cables in the fence start to break. And there, in its mighty splendor, the T-Rex roars. And we will spend a breathtaking amount of time with these people on the edge of our seats, hoping they survive. The lawyer takes off running in a mad dash to get away. That doesn't go over well. T-Rex takes him out, setting the stage that, hey, if you try to run, you're fucked. The reason I point this scene out is because it built up so much good tension. The story puts our protagonist in a very unwinnable situation. There is a giant hulking T-Rex in the shadows, in the rain, making its way to these vehicles, ripping them to pieces. They could try to run, but we already saw how that went. To make matters worse, there are children now left alone in one of the vehicles. And here's where dumb mistakes will be made. The kids have a flashlight, which is whipping all over the place, getting the attention of the T-Rex. This is a believable scenario. Kids are freaked out. They're trying to see what's going on outside, not realizing they are drawing the attention of the creature. Of course, eventually, the adults will step up. Malcolm will grab a red flare, getting the attention of the dinosaur. learning that it's tracking based on movement. Alan Grant will run to the kids. Like, this is such a perfect setup, perfectly executed scene. Now let's jump to Jurassic World Rebirth. We're following a family, a father, his 2 children, and the dumbest boyfriend imaginable. A character so unlikable, I wish he would have died earlier in the movie, but unfortunately, alas, he survives. The father claims he hurt his ankle earlier rolling down a hill, but a little later on in the night, we're gonna see him running on both legs very easily, which makes me think this guy just didn't want to help his daughter out. Because here's how this plays out. The family gets to the edge of a river. The daughter spots a boathouse off yonder, and she's gonna wade her way through the water to get to it. As she approaches, she sees a giant slumbering T-Rex having a little dino nap in the corner of a tree. It's laying on its back like a dog. It's cute. It's fun. Not really showcasing the fear that we've come to expect from the T-Rex. She does this on her own. Why? I'm asking you why. Please explain to me why she goes by herself. Her boyfriend, again, perfectly capable. It would be a lot smarter to have 2 people on this mission. Oh, but he needs to stay back for the father because what is he gonna do? Now, keep in mind, there is no tension in this moment. They're not running from anything. There's no raptors on their tail and whatnot. They're just chilling out. They could wait for the T-Rex to leave. There is no real hurry. Also, they don't necessarily even need to be in a raft. They could just swim down the river, and in fact, that might be easier for them. But I forgot. The daughter has a dumb little baby dinosaur she brought with in her backpack because we have to push it towards children when it goes to stores. The daughter makes her way to the boathouse. She sees the boat's destroyed, but oh, there's a raft over there that's still packaged up. She starts dragging this fucking thing across the dock right next to the T-Rex. You could throw a rock at it. She's so close. Now, she could opt to not go on the dock and instead hang a right, going across the land with it. Granted, there was a dinosaur there earlier, but he was spooked out by the giant T-Rex, so he's probably not coming back, right? Again, the boyfriend's seeing her drag this heavy-ass thing, which is very loud. He could run over and help, but he chooses not to. Instead, he's like, yay, you got this, girl. When she approaches the end of the dock, she pulls the cord, jettisoning this thing out, and then she pushes it into the water where the T-Rex magically vanishes like he's fucking Houdini or something. Where did he go? How did he get up so stealth-like? This is the same dinosaur that in the original Jurassic Park was rumbling the road, was shaking a cup of water on the dashboard. Now he's just ninja-like getting away? A couple comments pointed out that she had to open the raft on the dock because it clearly says, the camera zoomed in and showed, open on land. Like that justifies any of this. I hate to tell it to you folks, but this scene doesn't need to be written in the way it is. They could have presented a similar scenario in a more effective light. I also know this is in the original book. They didn't use it in the original film, so this section of the Michael Crichton story was used here. The difference is you are reading it out of a book. Your mind is gonna fill in the gaps and make this make sense. The only thing you had to do to build up tension here is not show the T-Rex on the side of the hill. Have him off camera. I don't wanna know the T-Rex is there even. Have her slowly drag this while she's looking around uncomfortably. There's no dinosaurs in sight. The family starts to tread water on its way over. As she gets closer to the dock, opens the raft up, gets it in, and the whole family starts to pile in. We get a shot face on of these people, but in the background, we see the head of the T-Rex come up. Holy shit. Now we are all in this together. We're all in the same boat, you could say. They start to paddle, and then they hear the noise. The loud stomping of a T-Rex, a familiar sound for anyone that's a fan of this franchise. This would also provide an amazing opportunity to once again give a great reaction shot where all the family does the slow turn up at the T-Rex, locks in like deer in the headlights, give it a couple seconds to breathe, and then boom, they start paddling their ass off. Maybe the dumbass boyfriend jumps overboard and he gets killed by something else in the water. God, that would have been nice, but wishful thinking. That's really all you had to do to save the scene. I still would have been frustrated that no one went to help her because it makes no sense. But at least in this scenario, the film is building some good tension and I'm not completely took out of it. Scenes like that one are littered throughout Jurassic World Rebirth, whereas the original Jurassic Park has so much more competently written moments where characters are smart and they're at least attempting to do wise decisions. Yes, they still have to put themselves out there in risky scenarios. In the new movie, shit happens because people do dumb things. And that's it. And yes, this is seen countless times in horror movies and other films where you end up just yelling at the screen, frustrated with the person because why are they making the choice that they're making? There is a difference between on the spot making a bad move. It's another thing to actually plan out the stupidity ahead of time. So no comments, I disagree. You can make people competent. You don't have to make them inept in order to make something bad happen to them. And while yes, mistakes can be made, and they should be made in these movies, that's what gives it a little bit more of that humanity. It's just, we gotta have some balance between what's acceptable and what's just there to get the script moving forward. All right, I want to hear from you though. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Please comment below. Tell me some of your favorite stupid moments in the film or any other film that just sets you ablaze thinking about it. If you like the content, please think of subbing to Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Maybe follow me on TikTok and Instagram too if your heart desires it. And hopefully I'll catch you next time. Take care.